Okay, I was gonna say, guys, it was 88, 83 over here. I'm talking about Trading View. Okay, I'm talking about Trading View. But let me open my tag account over here so that I can see the price with you guys. That was my bad. Okay, I'm still liking the trade, guys. It's at 84 right now, around that area. So we can still catch this trade. Let's go ahead and enter now at 84 on the dot. Okay, let's go ahead and add the first entry. Because remember, guys, it's one entry at the time at 0.01 or whatever lot size you are using according to the guidelines that I told you. So let's go ahead and enter now. And our area is going to still be the same, guys. So it's going to go to, let's do 66, which will be 180 pips profit. Not profit, 180 pips of a range from here to here. This is where you guys are going to put your entries, right? According to how many you're allowed to put. Okay. So within the zone, you guys are going to take your entries. Remember 0.01, 0.02, or 3, depending on the size of your account. If your account is small, do not take bigger lot sizes. If your account is less than 2,000, this is my opinion. If your account is less than 2,000, do not take more than 0.01 because you're going to hurt your account. Okay. Now, and here's where I ask you guys, where do you think I would put my stop loss? Okay. And this is for everybody that has been studied in session that is following the guidelines. Where do you think I will put my stop loss? Okay. Somebody said at the support, but where is that support? Where is that main support we're talking about? Okay. Karen says 66 or 60. Okay. Let's go ahead and review that. So 66 is the area. Remember, guys, this right here is the area where you're going to put the trades. You cannot put the stop loss at the last point of the area. It defeats the purpose. Okay. So your stop loss cannot be in between this or at the mark of these areas. Let's go ahead and find that support. Okay. Let's go ahead and find that support. Let's go ahead and find that support. So the main support in gold at this moment is 43.34. That is way too far from the entry range, right? Even from here to here, that's a lot. And so we're not going to put our stop loss here this time because we're way too far. Where is that next support zone? It's right here where I have this X's. Because all of this, it's a support area. So where would our stop loss be? Our stop loss has to be anywhere from 55 to 50 or below. Okay. You want to make sure that you are not putting your stop loss at the support. Because if you put it at the support zone, most likely it will hit. Okay. So where would I put my own stop loss in this trade? 48, 47. Okay, which is 200 pips lower than the lower area. Okay, that's usually my average for stop loss. Okay, you always want to look at the lowest area that I send, which is in this case 66. And usually for me, the average is 200 pips lower than this area. Okay, that's usually where the main supports are. Again, do not take that word as the final answer. It's never going to be the same. Sometimes it could be 150 pips, sometimes a little over 200 pips. Okay. But you want to make sure that you are analyzing the market and you're looking for those support or resistance zones. In this case, like I said, this is the area for stop loss. Okay. That is the area for stop loss. And you have all of this to take multiple entries at 0.01, depending on your account and depending on everything else. Got it? So this is the trade. Now, where will the TP be? The TP or the take profit will be at whatever your goal is. If your goal is to make $20, $30, 50, 100, then that's your goal. Okay. What does the guidelines says? The guidelines that I teach. You want to leave one or two trades and you want to hold them and you want to move your stop loss to profit. Okay. Let's say you take 5 trades. You took 5 entries here. You want to close 3 in profit so that you can secure your money. And you want to leave 1 or 2 at stop loss profit, which means the trades are secure and you can hold them until your final TP. How do we find the final TP? The same way that you find the stop loss. What is the biggest resistant area that you guys can see? I already have a mark, so it's kind of like cheating for you guys, but the max resistant area, it's somewhere from 74 to 45. So where is your TP? Your max TP should be anywhere within this area. Okay. That is your max TP if you're holding 1 or 2 trades. Remember, the most important part to be successful using this strategy is to follow your goals. Do not let greed get into your trading. Follow your goals, and if you follow them, you'll see results. Okay. Let's say that, let's say we took 3 entries. This is an example. And the trade finally went up and it's right here. What do you do in this situation? I want to know your opinion. So let's say you took 3 entries here and the trade is about 200 pips in profit. What do you do in that situation? I'm asking, it's just, what you guys will do. Like there's not a right or wrong answer. What would you guys do? Because, we win a lot. We win a lot of trades with 200 pips or more. So I'm pretty sure you guys have some experience doing something. Okay. Closing the highest as soon as they are in profit, holding the lowest one, close the higher entries, move stop loss, close trade, close trade. Okay. This is what I would do. Okay. Since I only took 3 entries, being reasonable and responsible, if I hit 200 pips in profit, I will close 2 entries because closing one will not really give me a lot. So I will close 2 entries. And the final entry, which is the lowest point, this one right here, I will move my stop loss to profit. Now, what does that mean? It means moving your stop loss from here to maybe over here. Okay, so the entry will be 76, your stop loss will be at 87, that could be 100 pips, that could be 50 pips. It doesn't matter how many pips, you just move it to profit. Okay, does that make sense? So if the entry was here, you will move your stop loss to profit, whatever that distance makes you comfortable. Okay, so that's it. That's an analysis I'm doing live with you guys. That's a trade that I sent live with you guys. Okay. And we are in profits. I mean, if you took the trade from 77 and you're right here, you're still in profits. Okay. So it gave you time to add at least 2 entries. And now the only thing we have to do is wait. Okay. And here is a trick you can do. You can place buy limits, okay, so that you can add the other entries and you don't have to worry about, being in the market present to take all the entries possible. You can just leave buy limits, and if they activate, they activate. Okay. Now here is a trick for you guys. Have you guys heard of investing.com? I'm gonna go ahead and close the charts. Have you guys heard of investing.com? honest answers. Okay, I see a lot of yes and I see a lot of no's. So, okay. So investing.com, it's a free platform where you can do a lot of stuff. Okay, you can read news, you can investigate markets, you can read about stocks, you can read about cryptos, about commodities, anything. Can't see the screen. Can you zoom out? Can you guys see my screen? I can't really zoom out because I don't like to make my settings wrong. And they are good. You guys can see it. So I don't know what to tell you right now, Tamar. It's zoomed in. How? Do you guys see it zoomed in or do you guys see it normal? Okay, it's normal. Perfect. All right, let's keep moving. So, why am I showing you this page? Because part of you putting a buy limit, is so that you're not in the market. Another thing you can do for free, again, you can create an account with them for free and download their app. Okay. One thing you can do is you can look at XAU USD here. And TradingView, you can put alerts, but TradingView is going to charge you money. Okay, TradingView only allows you to put 3 alerts for free. Investing.com allows you to put as many alerts as you want for free. And so you're moving, you're gonna be busy, you can be on your phone checking the chart. Then the best thing you can do is to put an alarm here. I want the price to let me know when it hits 91. Boom. What's going to happen? It's going to send you a notification to your email. And if you have the app, it's going to send you a notification to your app. So you have 2 notifications when the price moves or gets to that area. I find it very useful when it comes to trading, having these alerts, especially for free. So if you didn't know, now you do. Okay. But you got to make sure that you're looking at the right pair. Okay. Because XAU USD is different than gold futures. Gold futures, it's going to have a way different price than XAU USD. Okay. So this is another advice that I give you, again, for free. You don't have to, they always will try to sell you the membership. Do not take it because it's really not, you're really not going to use it. Okay. Like I said, you can put as many alerts as you want and it's going to help you. Another big piece of advice that I will leave you if you're going to start using investing.com, do not trust the news and analysis that these guys post because these are just random analysis posted by them or by somebody else. And sometimes you can see analysis think that gold will hit 5,000. What does that happen when you see something like that? You create FOMO to yourself, the fear of missing out. And then you say, "Oh, this guy knows what he's doing. I'm gonna buy and I'm gonna over leverage and I'm gonna put one lot because I saw on the internet that somebody random said that gold was going to hit 5,000." Don't do that. Use these news if you're going to use them just as information, not confirmation. Does that make sense? You guys understand this? You guys have the Telegram chat for a reason. Those are your confirmations. Those are your traits. Okay? Do not follow everybody that you see on the internet. Find the consistency and stick to it. Okay? And that's it. I mean, that's all I can give you guys for free right here. You can put as many notifications as you want. We also hit 100 pips on this trade. Forgot to tell you. I still like to buy. It might take us a little while to see a big movement because we know we just had the news. We just had the federal fund rates, and it came out just as everybody expected. And it's going to probably take us some time to see this trade move up. But again, patient pace. And if it doesn't, if we hit stop loss, then we hit stop loss, right? This week has been nothing but amazing. We have win every trade that has been sent. And so even if we hit a stop loss, yeah, it's okay, you know. But I still like this analysis. I believe we still have time to see this move. And worst comes to worst, we'll hold over the closure of the market and we'll see. Do not go to bed without putting a stop loss or a TP, please. Especially those of you that live on Europe or Asia. Do not go to bed. Do not go to bed without putting a stop loss or a TP. Okay? Hey, Tamar, I think you missed out the point that I said a couple minutes ago. It's not that it's recommended. You have to go and do your analysis. In this occasion, 200 pips was kind of the area of the support. And so it will never be 200. It will never be 150. It always changes depending on the support and the distance that it's in. So, but that will be it, guys. Again, we analyze the market. I show you guys how I find a support or a stop loss for that occasion. I also show you guys how to find the TP, the max TP. I show you guys investing.com, how you can put as many alerts as you want. We did a lot of things on this session in a very short time. So if you miss something, this session is being recorded. You can go back and watch this as many times as you want. I will see you guys next week. I appreciate all you do, all the effort to learn, and hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye, guys.